Oh, absolutely. Definitely a hero we've seen become more and more popular. SCA carry players particularly seem to like it. But before we get there, Army Geniuses pick up Void Spirit. I think something IAP maybe lack with these two supports is that like insta stun. So these elusive spirit heroes mid can be kind of
Oh,
problematic.
yeah.
They have the Soulbind, which is good
10
against like the
seconds
Pangolier,
remaining.
Rolling Thunder and stuff. But against a Void Spirit, if he doesn't get caught by the silence, he
5
he
seconds
should be okay.
remaining.
Oh man, and if you take a look at the first three heroes of Army Genesis, it's a very high mobility, and the lack of the stun that you said is going to be the big turning point in this game. IAP need to think about a reliable stunner. Talking about the reliable stunners, IAP just played a match against the mid lane Batrider, and they lost on that.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, it's becoming. Yeah, we have seen the mid lane Batrider for a while, but oh,
Yeah.
Ember Spirit seems to answer the question, right?
There's your insta disable, and not the stun, it's the root. It's the same idea where against Void Spirit you need some way to kind of lock him, keep him in place, and also just have some hero to run in and start the fight. And with the Grimstroke, Ember Grim, classic combo. Nothing much more to say there. Very good here. These two heroes together, and I think Army Geniuses knew this hero would be picked up. That's why they got the Lion. They made sure they themselves, they also didn't have the insta stun, so they get the Lion Hex. And then you've also got the Earth Spike to follow it up, so they've got some disables to deal with an Ember Spirit, because, yeah, they knew this pick was coming.
Yeah, they got one of the most popular supports in this year, I can say. Lion being picked a lot in all the tournament across regions, playing super good. Finger can add a lot of extra damage to help assist the core to just finish the job.
10 seconds remaining.
Even though the first three heroes look pretty awesome for Army Genesis, but don't you think that they kind of lack of something like the pushing power onto the tower?
Yeah, definitely. Monkey's not the best hero to push or take the towers or Roshan with, so I'm not sure how they fix that. If Monkey's the carry hero and Void Spirit's mid, that your draft often kind of lacks that pushing power. There's some offlaners that can do some damage. The IAP ban Razor, maybe like heroes like the Beastmaster or Lycan can push towers, but not sure you want to play those heroes into Tidehunter. Tidehunter is just very good at defending your building. So if anything, maybe you see Tidehunter on the team, often the response is let's just play kind of greedy because pushing towers can be hard.
Yep. One interesting fact about these two teams is they never faced each other before in an official match. This is actually the first time in the most crucial match of probably this season for them.
Yeah. They can watch each other play and maybe study, but it's nothing is quite the same as actually playing against the team. So
that's true. Yeah, getting to the game is completely different story. The execution, the way that your opponent react, the timing they have, man, every aspect could be surprised.
Dire team pick.
And then Gyrocopter. We have seen some of the Gyrocopter these days, especially for the Southeast Asian scene. It seems to be the only region that still trying to use the gyro. Did you like that? For me, as a commentator, I love the game of gyro. It's always becoming an action-packed game.
It's like this classic Dota carry hero that's been around for so long, and there was probably like a 3 or 4 year period where it was like the most popular carry. Like every carry player had to play Gyrocopter. It was like the mid players with like puck. If you don't play this hero, you're doing something wrong.
It's just like when you play in a Chinese scene and apply for the off lane position, you have to play Batrider, right? Pretty much the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. There's some heroes in some regions or just some roles that you have to be able to play. It's like if you can't play this hero and it's meta, then it's a problem.
All right, last pick for Army Genesis is Rubik. Oh, do you like that so far?
Against Tidehunter, he's hoping to make some big plays, deal some ravages. Always fun. I mean, you talk about what's fun to see. Tide versus Rubik is a lot of fun. This guy says no fun allowed. Anti-mage. Wow.
No fun.
It is pretty good anti-mage game. Usually the one thing AM doesn't want to play into is a lot of physical damage, and Monkey King is physical damage, but at least the other 4 heroes not so much. And there's a lot of stuff that the Reflect is good against, so it's a good AM pick. Not like a hero that auto wins games like it used to. Like 5 years ago, if you had a good AM game, it's just like, oh, okay, we lost.
Yeah. I think this one is going to become more like attacking game, the game of chasing here and there with all the high mobility heroes. Late skill a little bit, aiming on the decision making, and probably some big fight gonna happen around 15-20 minutes in, and that might be the one of the only few fight in the game, and then just end. Who knows? I mean, when you're playing against anti-mage, you just have to wrap the game quite fast. But Army Genesis, like you say, this is good AM game because they also need to farm. Both sides need to farm. It all comes down to who's gonna be bigger in late game.
Yep, absolutely. I could see Army Genesis going for like early Desolator and Monkey King to try take Roshan and towers early on. Pangolier can help Rosh a bit, but yeah, he's going to need like Echo Deso before they can even consider taking Roshan. So it's not a complete non-option, but it's a difficult option to go for.
All right, I can't hardly wait for this game. Worries on Lion.
Today is the big day for Division 2. I mean, as you mentioned, this is the relegation one, and then the next one is the promotion series because it's two top teams.
Crazy day, ladies and gentlemen. First match of the day. IAP versus AG in the base of 3 series. Game 1 start. I'm going to do some quick intro before they roaming into each other. For IAP on the Radiant side, we have Chemo on Grimstroke, Matthew on Snapfire, Escort on Tide Hunter, Yona on Ember Spirit, and Marb on the Anti-Mage. Yeah. I just leave the intro on the other side first. I think they already got into the triangle.
Okay, I gotta be quick. DB playing Monkey King, Azura playing the Void Spirit, Womi playing Pangolier, Lim playing the Rubik, and Varus playing the Lion.
Nice, awesome.
They're being scouted. There's Army Geniuses have the ward. They see them all. They're pretending they don't see them.
Ooh, that's kinda...
It's like
sneaky.
the mind game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we're just waiting to go for this room. We don't see you. There's no ward there.
Where are
You don't want
they?
to reveal. Yeah.
But next thing we know, they already got the 3-body rune. This is gonna be a great start for them. Yeah, seems awesome for Army Genesis.
And then we'll see if they realize there's a ward up there. Matthew on the Snapfire has sentries, but that was some good acting. They really acted the hell out of it, being like, nope, no ward on this cliff. We don't see you.
Man, these guys
Really well done.
must be good at poker.
Must be good at soccer as well.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah?
Football. Yeah. There's a lot, a lot of acting.
I know.
Trying to get the fouls.
That's true. All right, let's take a look at the lane. Oh, this is actually the first time I see the set of the Anti-Mage. It looks nice, man. The black suit. And
Feel like it's some robotic eye going.
oh, okay. On top, some fight happening as well. I think Matthew needs to be careful about his positioning here. Just one Earth Spike could easily kill him because you gotta deal with the Monkey King.
Yeah, we'll see top lane being all about the Gush plus Little Shredder kind of being used together, burn down their mana, then try hit an Anchor Smash for some big damage boost.
That moment of the day again. I have to split the eyes into 3 and try to watch. And the first blood might goes on top. Oh, that was so close. Matthew getting a rat so bad. Ooh, that was... Ooh. Man, that was so close, bro.
I didn't think it was going to be close. I thought he'd just walk away, but that Lion really wanted to chase him down.
Yeah. And playing super aggressive. He destroyed a lot of snacks of Matthew. He only got 2 tangles now. Start another fight in. Jumping in, Varus. Luckily, he popped the Fairy Fire just in time to save his life. Seems to be a serious fight on top.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the other lanes are fighting in quite the same way. Mid lane is just, you know, they both farm a bit. Unless they make the big mistake, there shouldn't be a kill there. And then bottom lane, they're kind of avoiding each other. They pull the creeps behind the tower. Anti-Mage doesn't really want to get into the fighting battles unless he's up against like a really good lane matchup. And with the Grimstroke, it's not the strongest lane for AM, so he's playing more passive.
Yeah, the Spirits fight are kind of bored from the start, but man, in mid game to late game, it's so good to watch all these pro Spirits. Void, Ember Spirit.
Oh,
they'll be like, oh, Yona.
Yeah, I don't
straight
think
on Asura. I think it's gonna be fine. Well calculated by Asura, playing it calm. Back to top, maybe.
Cookie top.
Yeah, cookies. DP dropping quite low.
Thanks.
Did a good job. Dodged some damage with the Mischief. I think the cookie damage, only 70 damage, was blocked, but it's still something. Just always want to use that Mischief when you can as a Monkey King to block some incoming damage when possible.
Game looking pretty good for the anti-mage so far.
Top lane.
Okay, yeah, that's the first blood. Almost missed it, but still got it. Okay.
Still counts.
Yeah. And Matthew say sorry about that. That's what we talk about his positioning right from the side. He needs to be super careful. The Monkey King and Lion is very scary.
Yeah, this is a lane that wants to kill you. Monkey gets the second point in Jingu, so the bonus damage going from 40 to 70 starts, you know, adding up a lot. If he ever gets those stacks, you do not want to get hit by him.
Yeah.
He's got a big stick.
I kind of surprised that bottom lane of team Army Genesis cannot apply any pressure toward AM. He has 25 CS and 69 peacefully farming.
Yeah. He's having a great time. I think part of that, Pangolier is just not the strongest hero in the laning stage. It's not like these offlaners that are like, have really good stats and are really tanky. Pangolier is under 700 health, and that's with a Wraith Band, giving him, you know, a couple points in strength, some armor. He's just kind of a squishier offlaner that does more in the mid game. You mentioned the Spirits, it's the same kind of thing.
Lion being aimed this time around, and it's very nice strike back. It's got finishing off in an ankle smash, and also killing the career as well. Not bad.
Not bad indeed. Monkey did get his items, but the courier gives a nice little bit of extra gold, so an extra creep for the whole team. IAP. Off to a pretty good start with these lanes, I feel. Even though it's even, the AM, the fact he's free farming, it's definitely a good sign. In top lane, you're not meant to do that well. It's Monkey King versus Tide, although Monkey, he's hunting. He wants another kill.
Yeah. Maybe, I think it's going to be enough damage. Other strikes already comes out. One hit. Maybe a jump. Oh, perfect by DB. The way that he played Monkey to show us how many games he played this hero.
Yeah, upgrading to the Orb of Corrosion. 13% movement slow. It was just too much for the Tide, who doesn't have... Well, has boots now. I'm not sure if he had boots when he died, but I don't believe he had them arrived. And Monkey King with boots just able to chase him down.
Do you know that I play more than 500 games of Spectre?
I think I've heard you mention you played a lot of Spectre before.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Middle lane. Asura being chased by Yona inside the tower. That was a great solo kill. He knows that he's not going to make it, so he let the tower kill him instead of that lion.
Yep. Lion gets a lot of XP for it, but well worth it getting the solo kill on the mid laner. Ember really doing well there to get a kill.
Hey, well, talking about Spectre a little bit, why is he disappearing from the scene?
There was a little bit of Spectre at TI. I think people found this like new build with the Aghanim Scepter was good. Did the hero? I can't remember if the hero got nerfed after that or not, but I think the hero just doesn't feel like it has a very good laning stage, and so much about Dota is always about the early game and lanes. And if you're losing your lane, it's like you pick this hero that it's kind of to me like Anti-Mage, where this hero usually loses its lane. This time around, AM. They see a good AM game against Pangolier where it's not going to lose the lane, and it's a good AM game, but I'm not sure what a good Spectre game is these days.
Yeah, that's true. Man, it's kind of sad to see him away, but I'm pretty sure he will be back soon. Yes, at the bottom lane, some hack match starts it out. And Rubik was a little bit offside, trying to find his way back into the tree line. The first time using Mana Void, not so well calculated by Mark. Cannot finish off the target. Oh, and then the Matthew getting punished on top.
Yeah, I think for AM, the Rubik popped the stick right before Mana Void hit, so got some more mana, blocked a bit of damage, has a raindrop as well, so just didn't quite have enough damage to get the kill.
He was like, he still has like a 10% HP left after that Mana Void.
Bottom lane, they want to kill Marb.
Yeah, big fight, Marb. Oh my goodness, that was a big kill. I'm watching at the top lane because there's some actions around here as well. 3 people from Team IAP aiming for position 1 Monkey King and finishing off, killing 3 broken as well by Escort Ankle Smash.
Yeah. Both teams make the same play. Let's rotate our mid and go kill the enemy carry, put them under pressure, try force them to go back and jungle. Neither carry jungles that well until AM gets a Battle Fury, and we'll see where Monkey goes. He's, for now, got Falcon Blade queued up. There is, you know, potential for Monkeys to go Battle Fury, but I think it's just a bit too greedy.
Alright. Game is more excited than we thought. Maybe because of all the lineup that the high mobility heroes can move anywhere in the map fast. So we're gonna see a lot of gankings. Yona in the middle lane trying to push the creep wave in. He's now level 8 compared to Asura. Considered doing very well in the mid.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, both mid laners having good rotations, getting some good farm. Ember was farming some stacks, so we'll see where these next moves come from. Void Spirit only got a regen rune, so it's not like that good ganking rune, but could allow him to, if they dive a tower or something, he can definitely be the one to go and make some kind of TPs, counter ganks. But I think both teams are going to make the same play here, which is just push the offlane tower. You've got Tide who can kind of pull the creeps off the tower, but question is if anyone defends it. Rubik is up here to try and at least delay this using the Fade Bolt, but needs to be careful because they are going to try and hunt him.
Yeah, seems to be a mirror
bottom lane
on both sides. And the bottom lane started first with a rolling thunder and everything. They are killing Yona. On top lane, actually no one died on top, so it's going to be quite a profit for Team Army Genesis.
Yep. Yeah, they're doing a really good job defending top, and the Ember thought he could, remnant away from any kind of gank that comes his way, but there's too much chain disable. The Hex into Earth Spike, followed up with a Rolling Thunder. There was a nice little crystal for him to bounce off of. Everything just looking out perfect.
Yeah, but right now they're diving Rubik on top. They get the Rubik.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're gonna get. Oh, they might lose too, because Grimstroke dropping quite low here, walking away from the date.
We've nothing in common.
Omi almost got him.
Yeah, they knew there was no Rolling Thunder, so they can make that dive a little bit safer, but again, they're not pushing, and Army Jesus do take the bottom lane, and he does end up getting the kill.
Yeah, Warmy.
Okay, he walked back in, I guess.
Yep. Seems a little bit greedy, but he made it, so...
Yep.
Oh, mid lane.
Mid lane, can they get this?
Earth Spike comes out, trying to deploy the Simulate to add some extra damage. In total, damage is enough, and Yona dead for the 2nd time in a row, which is going to slow down his level and farm a lot.
Yeah. These Ember kills are really big. Like a lot of the kills you see in the early game, often like supports dying, or maybe a mid laner TPs to go get, like, they killed the carries, but the Ember deaths matter more than the AM or the Monkey King deaths, because those deaths, it's like 4 heroes go to kill 1, but this Ember, he's the one that needs to be making the plays and rotating around the map. So when he's dying, it means IAP, they're not ganking.
I mean, the perfect Ember game, you are not supposed to die, not even once, because think about it, you have the Fire Remnant. When you get low or you doesn't have sufficient resources, you can just go back home anytime and Fire Remnant back. So yeah, like you said, one big kill on Ember is super big. It's more like 2 or 3 times bigger than AM. And right now they are grouping up to top lane. They're seeking for revenge. Only Lim stay behind the top tier 1 tower. They're gonna dive in. Yona need to be careful. Yes, you can kill, but you need to get away from that alive as well. Oh, fire him! Do you see that green ball from that Rubik and Sim? Oh, that was so close, man.
Radiant strike.
Yeah.
Nice spell steal, but yeah, it does eventually get chased down. But Army Geniuses want to punish this one. They're coming in with the Lion again. We saw last time what he can do. This Ember has to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, but it's only Varys and Wolmy. I don't think that would be enough. They have to wait for the rest. They might get some support and just run away. Here we go with the Earth Spy, Swashbuckler, all the stuff now. HP already first time using the Rav. It's a pretty big one. Team up with Multiple Kisses. But hey, Voice Spirit found the Grand Cannon right here. And Matthew needs to change the spot. It's not going to be a free hitting at all. Azura on a killing spree. He got hit. Matthew coming back in the scene and got another kill. Varys falls. We simulate. Let's see. Can they catch his Voice Spirit? Slide top face, all the stuff. 5 snap cookie. It was body blocked and locked down in the searing chain. Definitely gonna be a kill. Killing spree broken. Matthew got another kill. Double kill for Matthew already. Next one gonna be Lane. Ooh.
Here's thy
Ooh.
reckoning.
Yeah, Marb showing up. AM 12-minute Battle Fury comes in to get himself a kill. That is good news for IAP that this AM's having such a good time. And it was Army Geniuses. They're the ones who decide to defend and keep that fight and get beaten badly. I think the big problem is they needed to use Rolling Thunder earlier. I think Womi got too greedy going for the swashbuckle first. Meant that he swashbuckled in, got ravaged, and then died to the Mortimer's Kisses. He didn't get a chance to use Rolling Thunder. I think he needed to use the Rolling Thunder to initiate and go rolling in, because otherwise, yeah, Tidehunter just hits you with a Ravage and you don't end up getting to use your spells.
That's true. Yeah, a little bit greedy indeed. He's supposed to just, rolling in and cause some chaotic to the IAP lineup. Man, that was just a small spot.
Radiant's middle
Mike
tower
can just
is under attack.
turn things around here. Because before that fight, it was AG game in the first 10 minutes. Right now, Antimate got more freedom. Farming in a
Oh, they're gonna try
triangle.
to kill him.
Can they? Hex first, maybe? Everything? Earth fight? Yes, they can. Mark's still not that strong.
Yep.
And they might get the second kill here. They found the Tidehunter down the river. He doesn't have a Ravage. Only around 30 seconds to go. But AT knows that that is too hard. So they decided to go back. Meanwhile, the triangle, Team IAP is stealing all the stacks out of Team Army Genesis. Yona gonna be so happy.
Yeah, he's in a pretty good spot for his Ember Spirit. After those early deaths, he's not slipped up since. Big one for IAP now is protecting your AM. That death of the Ancient's a bit unfortunate for him.
Ooh.
That's why the line's so good in this game, is against heroes like Ember and AM. If you can get that insta-hex, he's going to want to blink as fast as possible before, Ember remnants away, before AM gets his spell shield.
That is a chop eye. You see a Rubik Fire Remnant immediately back to the scene, shooting some Mortimer Kisses, dealing damage and slow at the same time at that Lion. But can you finish it? Yes, easily apply finish with the Slide of Fist. No Lion. I am not sure if 18 want to commit the defense on the mid-Tier tower, because Yona playing super aggressive, scouting out whoever behind the mid-Tier tower, clearing the area.
Yeah, making sure it's safe to push the tower, letting Escort do the damage, and Ember just pressing forward. Without Lion, he's not really afraid of much. Like, the telekinesis isn't enough to kill him by itself. Rubik has stolen AM's Blink, so he's got a free Blink on a very low cooldown, that max out Blink. It's a nice spell to have, but for the fight itself, he's gonna want to like swap out and get some kind of nuke or stun.
Mounting.
I think that AM is going to become the threat for Team AG soon. In maybe like 10 minutes time. I feel like he online earlier than I thought. AG. Right now they already realize that they are playing against Time Bomb, so they might have to be playing more offensive.
Seems like, yeah, that's what I thought they would do, but the monkey says, nope, I'm going Battle Fury as well, so they'll try fight, Battle Fury with their own Battle Fury.
Money changes
That was so close. Almost got caught by Warming. Oh, Chemo.
Womi. They know he's
Chemo
here.
playing super brave here. He almost on the front line, being a support there. It's all a my game. Warming into a tree line, gonna go down, killing spree by Yona. After he flipped, now he's back with a killing spree for Yona. But
Oh, they may want to try kill Yona though. They've got Hex here, but
I'm not
may
sure
just-
if that enough. Is it Wukong command? Let's take a look at that. Attack, attack, finger. Yes, it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the power of Lion, man.
I think yeah they got the kill bottom and just assumed that it was a safe place to farm because they had so many heroes there. But nice little bait from Army Genius.
Yep. No Yona, so they decided to go in another big fight for Team Army Genesis without Escort, but yeah, Escort is too tanky, man. This is a problem dealing with the Tide Hunter. He is going to be the backbone of the opponent.
Yep, definitely not an easy hero to go on. And IAP, they're poking around. I'm about to say, surely they're not going rogue.
I think they can start with a rogue
Oh.
thunder and also dissimulate decent damage comes out. Massive chemo on spawn gone, and it's a perfect opportunity for Team Army Genesis to get the first ages of the game if they can.
I don't know if they have enough damage, but that was such a good rolling thunder, just bouncing between the two cliffs.
Ravage comes out
mid.
for the core, and Asura down. Gomi need to just run away. Telekinesis is trying to stop Yona from moving forward. Varys also hex on him. Varys is going to sacrifice his life for all his teammates.
Yeah, the
Gets
Rubik.
snatched out by the AM. Slide of fits inside of the tree line. Escort is on killing spree.
To the abyssal
It's
pain.
so important they kill the Rubik. He'd stolen the Mortimer's kisses, so if they let him get a good kisses in a team fight, that would have looked really bad for them. So chasing down the Rubik, making sure they got the kill, always worth it. Using the Tide Ravage early, just solo kill a carry or a mid laner. That's often what these early to mid game Ravages can look like and how you win a fight. You kill this Void Spirit, suddenly the team fight looks a whole lot better and your Ember can just chase for the backline. So really well done by IAP.
Yeah, the backliner need to start thinking about where they're gonna be and how are they gonna protect themselves against the anti-meta and also the Ember Spirits, because if you take a look at the layers of the fight, it's pretty perfect for Team IAP. They have the front line as a Tide Hunter, and they have all the spies on the back line of Team Army Genesis, which is Anti-Mage and the Ember Spirit, just trying to backdoor everyone. It's so hard to setting up formation up against Team IAP at this point of the game.
Yeah. It's for heroes like Lion and Rubik, you have to be so careful when you're playing against these AMs and Embers that can just jump on the back lines. The Ink Swell for Ember makes his life even better because you can put that on him when he goes jumping in as well.
Yeah. And then it's kaboom. And man, like Poker Crunch.
The game will slow down a little here, but both teams kind of playing around that Roshan pit, knowing that we're kind of at that point where if someone wins a team fight, they can go into Road.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Another X-Whale works like magic, man. Right now, dealing the decent damage, even though it doesn't have a rabbit, but no problem. 2 down real quick, the 2 supports gone. Army Genesis, they only have a core, but a core without a support, no assist, no help. It's going to be nothing. That's the reason why Asura just leave the scene immediately.
Nope. That was great initiation. They just go in, get their stun to start things off, and 2 dead supports. I mean, for Army Geniuses, they need these supports for these fights. That's most of their lockdown and control outside of the Rolling Thunder. Monkey King, despite having a BKB and wanting to fight, suddenly says, well, I've lost 2. They didn't even have to use Ravage, so they still had Ravage to lock them in place if needed.
I kind of surprised with the IAP performance in the first game of the day, because before going into this match, IAP is on 5-match losing streak. And every best of 3 they play in the past 5 match end with their loss on 0-2. They can't even get a game out of their opponent, whether it's going to be a DPC opponent or out of the league opponent.
Okay.
It's a pretty sad to watch records, but I am so happy for them that they bounce back real good on this one. Maybe just like I said, that they got the destiny in their hands. If they win this series and also the next series against 496, they survive. No matter how bad they play this season, they survive.
Yep. And before those 5 series where they all got 2-0'd at the start of the DPC, they took some games off some of the top teams, like against Ragdoll and
yeah.
Enigma Galaxy. They both those series were 1-2, so they showed they can occasionally do okay against the top teams in CDPC. And I think their 0-5 score is a bit misleading because they played the strongest teams and they haven't played the weakest teams. Whereas for Army Geniuses and 496, who are 1-5, they've had maybe a slightly easier opponents.
That's true. That's true. And the 2 teams that they got the game out, which is Ragdoll and Enigma Galaxy C, is going to play each other on the next series.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's the promotion battle.
Yep.
Now
There's something to be excited about later today.
Yeah,
but winner not guaranteed to be in the upper division. They could still end up in a tiebreaker, but it'll be the first of many
shoot.
important series.
I think the tiebreaker will be super duper intense, especially if it's a C region, man.
Every time I feel like there's tiebreakers or like the TI qualifiers, the C games go like that's when they go like 60, 70, 80 minutes.
Yeah,
Like the TI
and also
qualifiers
4
last year were
games of
crazy.
tiebreaker or something. They keep winning each other like a triangle.
Radiant's bottom tower.
All right,
playing.
Lion gonna get caught on top, and that's quite an easy jump in combo with the ink swell. It's perfect. Marth got the kill. He's on killing spree, and looks like IAP gonna get the top tier
Radiant's
2 as
bottom
well.
tower is under attack.
Yep. And they want that tier 2 so they can take over the enemy outpost.
Radiant are
Yona
scanning.
defending the bottom tower a little bit, but he's
Radiant's
got to be
middle tower is
careful.
under attack.
We've
Dire's
seen
top tower
what they
is
can
under
do to
attack.
him when he's out of position.
Me Genesis, do you think it is because of the
Invisibility.
heroes or the way that they execute this game that put they in such a hard situation at the moment? But,
I think a bit of both. Mid lane?
yeah,
They're not
mid-
going to kill Ember, I don't think. No.
Nope,
I
they
think
are-
for IAP, it was a really good AM pick, and the fact I didn't expect AM to destroy his lane so much, but I think it is partly because of the weakness of the Pangolier. This Pango has not been that effective in lane or in the game later on, whereas Tidehunter has been this like 5-1 and 8 on Escort. Like he's just always the one in the front lines. He's not afraid of dying, whereas Pangolier has to kind of always be afraid of dying and sit back because if he gets stunned or something, he'll just instantly die.
Man, the big difference indeed. And he's on the way to the refresher for Escort. Imagine all the 2 gush, 2 ankle smash, 2 ravages. Oh, crazy. Now they are grouping up.
Oh, smoke on
Both
smoke.
sides smoke. 4 man is gonna be big. Oh, a rabbit! On the only one, which is a Pangolier, might be worth it though. The way that they started, maybe cause of the BKB out as well. The copy Passerina using the rabbit back. Lin trying so hard to just make his team alive in this team fight, but he was the first one who falls out. Finally, Wukong command is out. My name is Kong. Wukong. And then Mark is out. The DB finish him off with the Mortimer 6 kisses from the higher ground. Army Genesis try to retreat back to the mid-tier tower. Getting stopped by Yona from long range using Slide of Fist and the Searing Chain. Earthspike comes out. That was a mini rabbit. Swashbuckle by Womi, but just not enough to kill anyone. It seems like it's going to be a comeback fight for Team Army Genesis after a big loss of Team IAP. Triple kill for Asura.
Wow, having the Aghanim Scepter on the Void Spirit, that new pickup. They want the team wipe Xyclopz.
Yeah. You think they can?
Yep.
Definitely.
Ultra. Oh boy. Monkey did a lot of damage with his Wukongs, even though he did die to the kisses.
Making goals never in question.
That fight,
Radiant's middle tower.
I did not see it being turned around. But when the Monkey King died, I thought the fight was just over. But I think AM just blinked in too aggressively. I didn't see how he died myself, but
Radiant's
he
middle
should have
tower
had a
has
much
fallen.
better team fight. And once he goes down, the rest of his team just kind of drop by, one by one like
Radiant's
flies
middle
to the
tower
Void
is under
Spirit.
Yeah.
Money changes hands.
Asura. Man, he just now the Mighty King is still 3.2k damage in total in that team fight. That's a pretty decent. But
Yep.
yeah. I I think they are grouping and trying to go for another round on top. This is gonna be super important, especially for team IAP that doesn't have a Ravage. Here we go. DB Michelle to get rid of Chemo first, but Xyclopz destroyed the backline as well. So no more light on, no more Disco Spell. Womi moving in. Azura finish off that massive. Use Scepter and turns the BKB just to get away from all the danger. Womi to the higher ground, and Yona fire Remnant down to the lower ground, aiming for that Womi. Man, you cannot run away from and yeah, what?
Blink?
He could run away.
TP? Oh no, AM, he blinked on the cliff.
My goodness.
Oh, he lived.
I was about to say, bro, you cannot run away from the Anti-Mage and the Ember Spirit, and then he got away.
Yep. I did not expect that escape, but he got, yeah, he used the Yules on himself and he got a disarm on AM so he could swashbuckle and blink away, and
Yeah.
AM accidentally blinked onto the cliff, so.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I think the cliff is a little bit too mainstream.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's so DB. Monkey King. Oh man, just when we thought the Anti-Mage is going to get this game quite easy from that 7k net worth ahead, now we are back at 0.
It looked like it was like smooth sailing, you know, fair winds, nothing to kind of get in the way, and suddenly you just run into an iceberg.
Yeah, Australian Sea.
Unpredictable. That's what army geniuses are. They they strike back. I mean, just some key item timings. The Aghanim's coming up on Azura, and now he's already got a BKB to fold up. Monkey King getting more damage.
Start to fight once again. Come on, man. This Grand Cannon shooting from the long range once again. Multiple kisses is the main source of damage of Team IAP, but not for so long. They lost Xyclopz pretty fast. I kind of surprised with the way that Xyclopz Tidehunter playing in the last couple of fights that he gone quite fast.
Yeah, I think on the front lines, this Monkey King is just farmed enough now with the levels as well. Has that bonus Jingu damage as well from level 15. I think the Monkey King is just able to kind of fight through all that, you know, survivability of Tidehunter when he uses the BKB.
But it comes when... Oh, wait. Now the fight, constant fight, non-stop telekinesis in order to stop that Chemo first, trying to get Chemo out of the equation. Now he is gone. The equation is about to be completed. Yona turned the BKB, slash on down the support. Now it's the fight of the core, the fight of the superheroes. Earth Spike, Finger, double kill for DB. 4 days in total for Team IAP. Situations getting worse.
Yeah, this is bad news. This AM, I mean, this just feels like why you see so little AM. Like, it can look like a great AM game. There's no AM real counters. There's not even that crazy physical damage heroes. I mean, Monkey King is good physical damage, but it's not like there's all physical damage on the other side to beat the AM. And still, he's struggling to go into these fights and stay alive.
And now they're gonna lose the first edge of the game, which is going to guarantee the DP gonna be safe for the next 5 minutes. They could use this to push a couple of towers or getting into a couple of team fights. Yona. AG previous match in the DPC was versus Paris, which they lost to Lina, Monkey King, and their mid, however, even though it was a lost game, their mid is still doing well. Asura. This is just showing how stable he is. I mean, as a Dota pro player, if you have a mid in the team, the first aspect that we need to look for is to be stable. In this case, he's quite good, man. Void Spirit.
Yeah, having like the players who have good and bad games. You know, sometimes you want that like super like high risk mid player, but you want their bad games to be like stable.
Man, and the way that Asura is just slashing out Xyclopz, it's just like you are fillet the salmon. It's just so smooth. And now another big fight happening in the middle lane. They are aiming for the Anti-Mage, but it's gonna be easily jumping out.
'Tis mine.
Well, from there, we'll see
Dire
what
are
IAP's response is going to be. Maybe they resort to some split pushing. You know, AM always fine in the kind of split push games, but their late game, they're, you know, not the worst still, like with some of these items coming up. Ember Acronyms, we've seen what it can do. Yopaj on Boom, one of the kind of big players who loves to go for this build. You get the Ags, and later on you can even get a Refresher if you want. You can just do crazy damage and insane mobility in a team fight. So there's still some hope for them in the late game, but they need to just kind of wait out this Aegis, it feels like, or find a fight where they ignore the Monkey King and deal with him last.
Ignore the Monkey King seems to not be a good idea, bro. I mean, Monkey King can easily destroy all the on the back line, and once your formation is lost, it's pretty much just group up again. I mean, in Dota 2 these days, I play supports a lot, and I found myself in so many times that I'm being chased away from the fight and die alone quietly in some corner of the map without using any single spells. So, yeah, and it feels like that the hero that chased me the most is this guy, Monkey King.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah. He can be everywhere, and will just move wherever he wants. AM does have this annoying Ag Scepter, but it's really all at speed. He went for it as his third item, and it feels like at times it's annoying, but it never really does anything that super impactful.
What do you think he could change to be better in this situation?
I mean, most of it has just come down to the fights his team has chosen.
Oh,
Like
big
Ravage.
Ravage comes out, and then team up with the multiple cases. They kill that Azure real fast with no buyback, so he next gonna come back and help his teammate. Another Ravage, refresh a Ravage. They kill that Varus. This might be the time that they turn around. IAP trying to chase, and the Aghanim Scepter used in every single bit. It's worth it. Man, did you see how far they can chase? And it's a triple kill for Barb. Just when we thought the game is pretty much over and going on Monkey King's way, we gotta come back from Team IAP. That's the first time he's gonna come back full HP, full mana, but this life doesn't have a BKB, so he's gonna be quite easy taken down by the whole crew of Team IAP, and they're just gonna push the tower, forcing the buyback out of the course. Let's see if they can.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking. His team has already lost the fight. He's 1 versus 5, and he just sticks around. Maybe he doesn't realize there's a ward there to scat him out, but IAP will happily take the Monkey King, his Aegis, take the 2 lives, push down the mid lane. There is buybacks on Army Geniuses.
Oh no.
We'll see.
Such a big loss on this one.
Yeah.
Man, big loss. I mean, normally when a team loses big in this stage of the game, they won't be able to come back. This is a taste of the mentality of Team Army Genesis.
They don't try and risk it and go high ground. They say, let's play it slow and safe. Let's back up. I think they realized the key to the fight was, of course, these Ravages. Having double Ravage, particularly the first one where you kill this Void Spirit before he BKBs. And that's the Tidehunter's job. Blink on this Void Spirit and Ravage, and hope Azura is not fast enough to either BKB or dissimulate. If you catch Azura's Void Spirit, you win the fight.
Oh. Man, sounds to be easy.
Yeah, but really easy.
But I mean,
that's why they're the pros and not us.
Yeah. God damn, he danced like a flamenco dancer. It's not that easy to catch a Void Spirit, and they are about to show us how easy they can catch a Void Spirit with a rolling thunder in, jumping in for that Monkey King and turn the BKB, keep on attacking, about to do the balance smash. Virus is actually the first one who goes out. He bought back right away. Lion back to the scene. They need all the Earth Spice and all the mini things from that Lion. Still got a buyback though for 2 cores of Team Army Genesis, so I don't think it will end right here. But it seems to be a very big advantage for Team IAP.
Yep. And now they've got the Ravage back, 2 Ravages back, so now they may go for that high ground push. Matthew was just perfectly positioned. His Snapfire was far enough away, dropping in the kisses. Monkey King had to BKB, and then once BKB wore down, Ember jumped in. He waited to use his BKB to initiate, set up a nice AM ultimate. The Mana Void really took like half of Monkey King's health away.
I am totally agree. I love the way Matthew positioned himself I not always seeing him in a team fight, but the next thing I know, I see all like something like
Dire's middle barracks.
artillery from a long range
middle
dropping down,
barracks are
dealing the
under
decent damage. So they might have to do something with that. But I am
Yep.
not sure if that's gonna be too late because if IAP now starts striking on the second set of racks, a Army Genesis need to defend. Going in, trying to set up with the Jewel Scepter, follow up with the other spot go. But hey, moving in for Jonathan, the BKB, no buyback for Barry, he just did it. The first Ravage already comes up, but it was a great dodge by Asura, but I wonder if they can defend that second set rack. This rack is pretty crucial. They go in for the Rolling Thunder and everything turned to BKB for that Void Spirit, but he was
Here's the
locked in a
pressure.
soul bind. Attacking, fighting toe-to-toe time, and the second Ravage comes out, perfect positioning, no buyback.
Rolling.
And it's going to be the second set of rack, of course, turn the Wukong command. They're trying to defend the range racks with the buyback of that Rubik. Still keep in place for Void Spirit, still in the graveyard. And now he's being forced to do the buyback because his teammate being pushed into the mid-tier 4 tower. They slash that Rubik down, no buyback. Only 2 beats of 4. Can they do it? Asura trying to force the enemy away. Got that Monkey King, but he still can buy back, but no need. It's a GG call from Team Army Genesis. IAP took game 1.
Magic is an abomination.
What a game to start off this series.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think the big thing that changed in the late game is this AM just got a whole lot tankier. He found the Elven Tunic as his tier 3 item, so he got some evasion against Monkey King, and then he finished the Skadi. And once he got tanky enough, like that fight around the Ancients where the game was kind of won, he got initiated on by this Rolling Thunder, and it just tickled. They couldn't kill AM. Whereas the previous fights, it felt like they would actually burst him down with the Hex and stuff. So the Ags by itself wasn't enough, but once he got the Ags with the Skadi for extra tankiness, he was just unkillable.
Yeah, in my feeling, I think Army Genesis was a little bit complacent as well in the last couple of fights. There are so many better options that they can choose, but they decided, for example, they decided to turn the BKB when they're holding on the edges, trying to solo kill on the Tide Hunter. And then, yeah, it all started from there, dying one by one, losing the team fight, and next thing we know, yeah, AM is becoming too big already. And so many things happened in the first game. I believe there will be a lot of things happening in the second game as well. But before we get into the second game, let's hop into the break.